Morning everybody, Cable Guy Ken coming to you. Gonna do a live review for you of the Gerber Yari II. This is made in the Portland, Oregon plant right here in the United States of America. This is crucible process S30V steel. This is the Tanto blade version with the short serrations. They do make a, I want to say it's a drop point or a clip point version of this as well. I know some people aren't a fan of the Tanto blade, but if you're in a military position or law enforcement position, that Tanto blade is a lot better for you. You're going to get a lot more penetration than you would with a clip point. I'm waiting for a chance to do some skinning to see if you can skin with a Tanto. I've heard all my life that you can't, but you know, I guess if you had to, you can. It's all a matter about what you need to do. Let's get in and show you what they come with. When you order this from the website, you're going to get the attachments. A little plastic bag here has got your screws and your backing plate to make your attachments for your drop leg holster. You got your instruction sheet that tells you how to use all the different attachment points that it comes with. Well written, easy to understand, good diagrams drawn out to let you know how to do it. The knife comes with the standard belt with the snaps for retention up here at the top already attached to the sheath. It has a malice clip already run through it that you could take off if you were going to just wear this with a regular leather belt. You know, like most of us hunters and all wear a leather belt or a webbing belt. It is big enough to accommodate most military belts. You can take the malice clip off, like I said. You can remove this one altogether. It's got a Velcro strap here. Undo the Velcro, pull it back through, and you can attach this one using the retaining strap and the Velcro straps that come with it. They lock right around the sheath, right around where this little indent here is. And then with the malice clip on the back, you can attach this to your webbing right here on your chest. So you're wearing an LBE or you've got a rucksack on, and then you've got it right there at the ready. The only thing I'd like to have seen is a scout carry for this, so I can keep it in the small of my back instead of having to have two knives, because I'm going to be carrying this as my backup to probably my Pathfinder knife for a while, just to use for the smaller chores around the camp and in the kitchen and stuff, to see how it does. I've used it in the house kitchen here, cleaned and quartered up a chicken with it, made pretty quick work of it. I've got a good bit of fat lighter with it so far. Right out of the package, it comes extremely sharp. There's the wound healing from where I just glanced myself cutting up a couple of big cardboard boxes. I'd say probably 4 foot by 4 foot cardboard boxes I sliced up into small pieces so I could burn them. The serrations are extremely sharp. I've used them to strike a fire steel with. No observable damage that I can see anywhere on it. It has the jimping along the back spine here for your thumb placement, as well as in the finger grooves and right behind the bone crusher or the glass breaker right here at the back. There's another little set of jimping. So this knife has extremely strong purchase on your hand and a number of grips. You don't have to worry about it slipping. I've done a good number of hard stabs in the tree with it, just in a reverse ice pick grip, and again in an upward thrust manner, just stabbing it just to see if it was going to slip at all. The handles are made out of aircraft grade aluminum. They have real deep grooves cut out that really grip into your hand when you're using it, but they don't add any discomfort at all. The only drawback to this knife is you cannot strike a fire steel the back side of it. You have to use the serrations of the blade because the back edges are a little bit rounded. So they're comfortable for using if you put your thumb on the back of it. You don't get any hot spots or anything, but you can't strike a fire steel. Now you could fix that easy with, you know, a little sanding stone or a belt sander. You could put you a little flat on the back of that if you wanted to. But like I said, I didn't see any damage from throwing a few sparks off of the serrations itself. Now one of the things that we use a knife for in the woods is processing wood down, and for starting fires, making fires, building fires, you know, that kind of thing. The other part, you know, we use it for processing meat. Now, I'm not going to go in the house and get another chicken and cut it up to show you that it'll cut meat. It's a knife. You know it'll cut meat. As far as skinning, I'm pretty sure you could do it. You just got to be a little bit more careful because you have two pointed edges here that could slice through areas you don't want cut. So, you know, you could do it with some care. You know, take your time. But I am going to baton through a piece of wood here, and then I'm going to process this down. You can see where I burned into it a little bit just to see how it works. But I'm going to process this down and make me a little fireboard out of it. And I'm not going to start a fire, but I'm going to try to get a coal. See if we can use this for making our fire set to do a hand drill fire real quick. Well, let me get everything set up, get the camera moved, and I'll be right back with you. First thing I'm going to do is I got a little piece of seasoned wood here. I want to say this is an oak limb that I cut off a while back. Now, granted, with the length of this blade being just over 4.5 inches, you're not going to do really big chunks of wood. Obviously, you wouldn't try to baton through this with it because you're not going to clear the other side. You're going to have to adjust the size of the wood you're gathering. Stuff like that, you get a few good limbs that size, you'll have plenty of wood to go through. So let's do some batoning, even with the serrations on it and everything. And that's fair to middle in there. That wasn't too bad. Get me a piece of wood under it. Y'all know how I feel about batoning straight into the dirt. Yeah, the serrations grab a little bit into the wood as you go down, but it's not causing that much of a problem. And I'm batoning on a little weak piece of wood here, but let's see how small we can take this. Going into that knot as well. Let's start with the knot. Getting that right down. If you needed to shave off little pieces of wood, I said I've shaved fat lighter with this already, and fat lighter is real hard because all the resins in it. As you can see, it those little tiny shavings off of that. And like I said, with this being rounded the way it is, it's real comfortable on your fingers. You don't have to worry about it building any hot spots up. So now let me see if I can baton through this. I might need a little bit heavier piece of wood to do it with, but I want to cut this into little sections. Not really sure what this piece of wood is, y'all. I've had it laying around for a good while, but I know it's good and hard. We'll get it down on a little bit more substantial piece here. Let's see if we can do it this way. There we go. Just needed a little bit more meat behind it, so to speak. Alright. Now let's split that down. I'm going to try to go this way with it. And again, I'm doing this on a piece of wood that wants to roll around on me. Split this again on the back side. So we're going to shade this down, get us a good flat on it. And then we'll get us a hole. I'm gonna go a little bit further back. Get me a little hole here. That really fine point makes it easy to really get in there and carve that out. So we're going to put this down. Hands are slipping a little bit. It's about 60 degrees out here today, kind of dry. There we go. Getting a little bit of smoke. Got us a little hole started there. So let's cut our V notch. All right, and we'll get us a good little leaf to catch us a coal on if we get one. Is that I'm not sure that this wood's totally dry, so I may not even get a coal, but that's not the knife's fault. Getting plenty of smoke. Got a little smoke going on there. Got us a coal. It's still forming a good bit. There's some brown powder around that as well. And I just blew my coal off onto the ground. But that just shows you, like I said, I wasn't trying to start a fire. Just showing you that even with a smaller blade, you know, even with the serrations and everything, if this was your backup knife and it's what you got stuck with, you can make this work, no worries. Whew. Yeah, y'all, I'm getting old. So, bottom line, y'all, average price on this anywhere from $90 to $230 is what I've seen online. Just in what I've seen, you know, researching it. You can get it in a drop point or a clip point style blade. S30V, made in the USA, Gerber quality, 100% amazing. Nice subdued coatings on it. If you're in the market for another smaller blade to go along with your big knife, look one of these up, pick them up online. You won't be disappointed. Cable Guy Ken coming to you. Look for me in the next video. I appreciate your support and your views. We'll see you next time around.